Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun, has always fascinated humans with its red color and similarity to Earth. Over the years, many space agencies and private companies have been working towards the goal of landing humans on the surface of Mars. However, this is no easy feat, as numerous challenges and difficulties need to be overcome. The first and most obvious difficulty is the distance between Earth and Mars. At its closest approach, Mars is still around 34 million miles away from us. This means that any spacecraft traveling to Mars will need to endure a long and dangerous journey through space. The spacecraft must be designed to withstand the extreme conditions of space, including radiation exposure, temperature fluctuations, and micrometeoroids. Once the spacecraft reaches Mars, the next challenge is the process of landing on the planet's surface. The atmosphere of Mars is much thinner than Earth's, which means that there is less air resistance to slow down the spacecraft during descent. This makes it difficult to slow down the spacecraft enough for a safe landing. To overcome this difficulty, the spacecraft must use a combination of parachutes, rockets, and aerodynamic drag to slow down and land safely on the surface. This process is known as the entry, descent, and landing or EDL phase. However, the thin atmosphere of Mars also means that there are strong and unpredictable winds that can affect the spacecraft's descent trajectory, making it even more challenging to land safely. Once the spacecraft has landed on Mars, the next challenge is the hostile environment. Mars is a cold and dry planet with a thin atmosphere that provides little protection from solar radiation. This means that humans would need to wear protective suits and equipment to survive on the planet's surface. The temperature on Mars can also vary dramatically, with average temperatures of around -80 degrees Fahrenheit. This extreme cold could make it difficult to grow food and maintain equipment. Another difficulty is the lack of breathable air on Mars. The planet's atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide, which is toxic to humans in high concentrations. To survive on Mars, humans would need to find a way to generate breathable air, either by converting the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere or by bringing their own supply of oxygen. Another challenge for humans landing on Mars is the lack of resources. Unlike Earth, Mars does not have an abundance of natural resources such as water, minerals, and fossil fuels. This means that humans would need to find ways to generate their own resources, such as by extracting water from the Martian soil and using it for drinking, growing crops, and producing rocket fuel. Finally, there is the challenge of isolation and psychological stress. Mars missions will likely last for several years, and during this time, humans will be cut off from Earth and their families and friends. This isolation, combined with the hostile environment and high-stress environment, could have a significant impact on the mental health and well-being of the astronauts. In conclusion, landing humans on Mars is a monumental challenge that requires overcoming numerous difficulties and obstacles. From the long and dangerous journey through space to the challenges of landing safely on the planet's surface, to the hostile environment and lack of resources, and finally, to the psychological stress of isolation, there are many hurdles to overcome. However, with continued technological advancements and collaboration between space agencies and private companies, humans may one day be able to live and work on the red planet. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.